He kicked his mother out because she was old. But the maid he looked down on gave her a home. Jason, a young, arrogant man who had just inherited his father's mansion, thought wealth made him powerful. To him, his aging mother, Helen, was a burden. Her trembling hands, her slow steps, her constant advice. One evening, as she accidentally spilled tea on his laptop, Jason shouted, "You've done enough, Mom! Go live somewhere else! You're ruining my life!" The house fell silent. His mother stood frozen, tears streaming down her wrinkled face. Then, as she turned to leave, clutching her small bag, someone came running, the family's old maid, Ruth. Ruth had worked in that mansion for 30 years, a humble black woman who'd seen every side of that family. She ran after Helen, calling softly, "Miss Helen, please wait." Ruth took her frail arm and said, "If your own son can't give you shelter, my little home will." And so they walked, an old woman and her maid, down the road together. Ruth's house was small, old, and cracked by time, but it was filled with warmth. She cooked soup, sang soft hymns, and tucked Helen in with a blanket. Days turned into weeks. For the first time, Helen smiled again, because love didn't live in mansions. It lived in hearts. Meanwhile, Jason's life began to crumble. His business deals failed, friends disappeared, and the mansion that once felt full now echoed with emptiness. One afternoon, a lawyer knocked on his door. He handed Jason a document, his mother's will. "All her remaining wealth, property, and inheritance," the lawyer said, "has been given to Ruth Simmons, the woman who cared for her when no one else did." Jason's knees buckled. He realized too late the price of his arrogance. He went to Ruth's little house, hoping to see his mother, but found her photo framed beside a candle. She had passed peacefully, smiling in her sleep. Ruth looked at him and said quietly, "Your mother forgave you before she left. That's what love does, even when we don't deserve it." Tears filled Jason's eyes. He fell to his knees, whispering, "I lost everything that ever mattered." Ruth placed a trembling hand on his shoulder. "You didn't lose her, son. You just forgot what love looks like." From that day, Jason helped Ruth in her garden, living simply, not as a master and maid, but as two souls trying to heal.